welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense is on the field for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Oh, he's going to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Rivera. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, but this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. The sure hands, it's Beard. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Duron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Still running at the 40. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. He's loose. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Breaks into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs. Goes and gets it. Great job. Great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Going to swing it on second down. The screen, and watch out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Defense showing blitz here. He'll keep it himself. Finds a little space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll try to pop the draw. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Extending the play. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A third down try for the offense. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think what...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Unleashes it on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Looking for space to the left. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down and second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires on the move. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Purdue. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
Turning it on! Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Rivera. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Firing to the right, complete. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually...
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking downfield on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but...
There he goes! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the returner is stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Gamecocks will pump this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quick completion on the out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown time! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
56. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bringing the heat. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun to give, looking for room. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Motion from the back. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
At the 33-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. The give to the tailback. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll try the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really get...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Power football with the run. Fights off the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them up?
And the pressure gets home, and the quarterback is sacked. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think this is insult on top of injury. I think it's going to go against the offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his third sack of the game.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff.